How's your day been so far, Aiden?
Fantastic. How's yours, Aaron?
Great, thanks.
You know, I've been thinking about 2012.
So have I.
What do you think of Obama?
I think he's a modern-day Carter.
Me too. I mean, look at what he's doing with Egypt.
I know. I think he's going to be a one-term president.
I think so too.
Well, you know 2012 isn't that far off.
I'm glad about that, but I wish it was sooner. 2012 can't come soon enough.
That's for sure.
Obama's driving the country down the tube.
Don't you mean the ditch?
Yay, the ditch. Ha ha.
Just look at the direction our country is going.
Yeah, skyrocketing unemployment, and gas prices are on the rise.
Who'd you like to get the Republican nominee?
Why, Sarah Palin, of course.
She's the best choice to get Obama out of office.
I agree. I believe she's a modern-day Reagan. Don't you?
Yes, I do believe that.
Look at what she did in Alaska. She put the government back on the side of the Alaskan people.
And don't forget she sold that over-the-top jet for the governor.
She served 2 3-year terms on the city council in her hometown.
She focused on reducing property taxes and redefining the city government's role.
She supported 2% sales tax with a corresponding reduction in property taxes. The sales tax was fair and more optional, and kept reduced government control over what Wasilla residents owned.
She opposed master-planned community-type zoning regulations and favored retaining a do-it-yourself approach.
She opposed a development plan that would have required residents of new subdivisions to pay for weekly garbage removal by a company owned by City Council member Nick Carney.
She even voted against mayoral pay raise.
She also personally read, reviewed, and understood every line item in city budgets, every word of proposed regulations and ordinances, and took time to know her constituents' concerns.
She took constituent calls to her home at all hours of the night, including holidays and weekends.
As Governor Palin says in local politics, your constituents are your neighbors, family, friends, and sometimes even your enemies. You see them as the grocery store, the post office, and the hockey rink. Often politicians who make it to state and national office forget that those good people, the gas station mechanic, the local farmer, the scores of mom-and-pop shop owners who form the backbone of our economy, put them into office, and they are the ones who should be at the forefront of our minds.
After serving her first term on the city council, she was re-elected in 1995 to serve another term, before she ran for mayor. She said it was a pleasure serving her hometown, and she wouldn't trade the experience for much of anything.
During her 2 3-year terms as mayor of Wasilla, Sarah Palin developed her executive and administrative experience, and put her transformational leadership skills to the test. Sarah Palin won her mayoral election with 75% of the vote in a 3-way race.
The mayor's position of Wasilla is a CEO-type job over a multi-million-dollar entity.
She's a Reagan conservative who cut taxes, eliminated small business inventory taxes, eliminated property taxes, eliminated business license renewal fees, cut the real estate property tax mill levied during each year in office, did not support a proposed citywide smoking ban.
With infrastructure development, she built and paved roads, extended water and sewer lines, paved runway at Wasilla Municipal Airport.
Wasilla became a major commercial center under Mayor Palin. Established small businesses grew, and major national chains opened their doors in Wasilla.
As president of the Alaska Conference of Mayors, she led dozens of other mayors in dealing with statewide issues, such as municipal revenue sharing, and advocating for a local control government.
As governor, Sarah Palin began the process of making Alaska's dream of an international gas pipeline a reality. What was once a pipe dream is now becoming a pipeline. She overhauled the state's petroleum taxation system, reformed ethics laws, taking on Big Oil, her own party and the Democratic Party to do so. Governor Palin cut waste and ran a surplus. She was a beloved and expert commander-in-chief.
She has a lot of accomplishments, the mark of a Reagan conservative transformational leader who upheld her state's constitution, even when doing so clashed with her own strongly held beliefs. As governor, 120-hour weeks were routine for Sarah Palin. She accomplished more in her 31 months of service than 7 governors of the state of New York have in 50 years. Leaders like Governor Palin appear maybe once in 150 years.
I'm sure she has a lot of accomplishments, too many to speak of.
We need to visit to us4palin.com to what she did as a public servant in Alaska.
Yeah, that is a great site. It has more information on Sarah Palin's accomplishments.
You know there are more pro-Palin sites: Alaskans4Palin.com, Conservatives4Palin.com, Moms4Palin, Organize4Palin.com, PalinPromotions.com, PalinTV.com, PrayerWarriorsForSarahPalin.org, StandingForPalin.com, Texans4Palin.com, and Vets4Palin.com.
I'm not surprised. She has a lot of supporters, practically the same amount as Obama.
Fellow Americans, please vote for Sarah Palin, the Ronald Reagan of this century, in 2012.
Fellow Hispanics, please vote for Sarah Palin in 2012.